Hi Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. So yeah, welcome back to your week ahead readings, guys. Didn't do any last week. I think I did those July through to December readings, live spread. So yeah, week ahead is the 8th to the 15th of July 2019. Okay, and we're doing kind of the weekly check-in reading. Few new decks actually to show you guys, or kind of relatively new, I guess, that we're using today. So we're using, I'll show you this one in a moment. We're using the Tarot of the 78 Doors. Just phenomenal deck. That's all I can say about this deck. It arrived actually the other day, and it's arrived ripped, Scorpio, on the side, which is fucking annoying. Sorry for swearing, but it's like, why is my box arrived like this? But anyway, it's the contents that matter, and they're in perfect order. So we're going to use the Tarot of the 78 Doors. It's just amazing deck. Love this deck. For your current self and the theme for the week. We are then going to use for your key goal, obstacle to overcome, a major accomplishment for the week. We are using the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. One of my staples in my collection. And then we're going to use the Universal, the Professional Edition. This is actually for professional tarot readers, but to my mind anyone can use them, because they're just, you know, a Rider-Waite clone really, aren't they? So but these are massive cards. These are actually bigger than the giant Rider-Waites. I measured them the other day, yesterday I think it was, and these are like bigger than these giant Rider-Waites. So I was like, whoa, okay, really going to look forward to using these. So I had these the other day as well, new deck. Universal Tarot Professional Edition. We're using that for the final area, which is what you need to avoid for the week, what to embrace, where you can find support, and advice and encouragement. No, sorry, advice and encouragement comes through the answer is simple, that area, okay? I've already unboxed everything, so we're going to just get straight into the reading, guys. Oh, did forget to mention, I'm using the one of my other kind of relatively newest decks, which is the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot. Incredible deck, and we're using that for your final reading at the end, which is your 15 card reading, focusing on anything other coming in for the week, your love life for the week, and also your work and finances for the week. Okay, so we use it for that. All right, let's get on. Universe Spirit, show me what is the current self. Who is Scorpio between the 8th and the 15th of July 2019? Who is Scorpio? All right, so we go 1. And what will be the theme of the week for Scorpio this week? What is the theme of the week? So these cards, they're very different. They're not particularly Rider-Waite-ish. I usually go via the Rider-Waite system, which is why I use a lot of Rider-Waite clones. But they're so good, just what you get from them and how you can interpret them. I love. Really like this deck. Okay, Universe Spirit, show me through the Enchantment Tarot, what are the key goals for the, what is the key goal for Scorpio for the week? Can you show me any obstacles that Scorpio may need to overcome for the week? Okay, oopsie daisy. We're not going to take that one out, I'm afraid. Put that back in. And finally, can you show me any major accomplishments that Scorpio is making for the week? There we go. Alright. And can you show me, Universe, please? What is it that Scorpio needs to avoid for the week? Just going to get a 1-carder on this. Usually I do a 2-carder. Okay. Can you also show me, Universe, what is it that Scorpios need to embrace for the week? Okay. And where can they find support if they need to find support? Let's have a look. There we go. And finally, we're just going to get your spiritual advice. What is the spiritual advice and encouragement you have for Scorpio for the week? Alright, so the cards are down. Let's make a start. I think everything should be in nice view. Okay. Right, so Scorpio, for you guys, you are showing as being for the week the 3 of Wands, which is this one here. It's an interesting concept, isn't it? Somebody looking out of a lighthouse. Usually this is waiting for a ship to come in or waiting for cargo to come when you've got this. I mean, yeah, it's the same premise. It's just showing somebody who's outside. They've got the flame, so it's almost like they're calling for help as well. They're trying to let people know that they're there. That's what I get from this card when I look at it. And I do think that some of you guys this week are probably asking for help this week with that Three of Wands energy, because he's got the light flares, and he's also trying to kind of, you know, this can be a beacon of light. Some of you guys might be a beacon of light this week, but I don't think it's that. This is not what I get from this card. This is not what my instinct and my intuition tells me when I look at this particular, you know, this particular version of the Three of Wands. Just kind of says to me that some of you guys are probably asking for help during the week. Some of you guys are waiting for a cargo. And also there might be something coming to you this week, but you need to let people know that you're around, if that makes any sense. Because the fire in this guy's hands, he's alerting people. He's saying, yeah, I'm over here, over here. He knows what's coming to him, but the people can't find him. So he's saying, I'm here, I'm here. This is it. Look, I've got the light in my hand, I've got the fire in my hand, and the fire's here as well. So some of you guys are letting someone know, or you're letting a group know, or a situation know that you're around, that you're about, that you're available. But you have to put out those. So this is a week really for putting out those signals. Okay, so some of you guys are signaling very strongly this week that you're around and that you're available with the Three of Wands energy. Some of you guys waiting for, I don't even think it's waiting, because I think it's already here. I think whatever the cargo is, whatever the shipment is for some of you Scorpios, it's already arrived. But you have to let, you know, it's almost like you have the audience, Scorpio, but you have to let people know that you're around. So you know, this week, some of you guys are really sending out a signal with the Three of Wands energy showing here. And what is the theme for the week? Ah, the Wheel of Fortune. This is all about conjuring. When I look at this particular version of the Wheel of Fortune, Scorpio, they look like they've got some form of it's funny because I haven't got a Ouija board or anything like that. So it looks like they're summoning the dead, or they're summoning something. So some of you guys are actually summoning with this Wheel of Fortune. You're creating your own luck this week with that Wheel of Fortune energy here. Okay, you can see four people sitting around this table, and they've got their hands joined and their eyes closed, and are obviously creating or summoning something from the universe together. They might be praying, they might be chanting, but they're definitely summoning or creating something, or conjuring something from the universe into reality. So some of you guys are, this week it's a week about creating what you want, and it's a week for conjuring, not in a bad way, of course. It's all about things like the law of attraction for Scorpio in this week, okay? This is about creating what you want, creating your perfect life. And the theme for the week will be about creating your perfect life with that Wheel of Fortune energy here. Perhaps for some of you guys it's using law of attraction. Perhaps for some of you guys it's using 55 times 5. Perhaps for some of you guys it's using, meditation. It's using prayer. Okay, whatever kind of method that you're using, some of you guys are using some form of divination tool or method to conjure and create the perfect life or the perfect situation or a particular object. That's the theme of the week. So really the power is in your hands to create what you want this week, Scorpio. And also you guys are showing us the Three of Wands, sending out signals. So this is possibly if you're creating what you want, if the focus for the week is on creating something and bringing it into existence, Scorpio. Perhaps for some of you guys with the Three of Wands energy, this is all about sending a signal out to the universe. Because some of you guys might be sending a signal out to the universe with that Three of Wands energy, because you're trying to create something amazing. Bring it into your world this week with the Wheel of Fortune. Let's have a look at what your key goal will be for the week. I think it's just to have peace with the Four of Swords energy. Some of you guys have probably been through, and I think we're going through some form of fucking retrograde at the moment. Sorry for swearing, guys, but I do think that we're going through some form of a retrograde at the minute. Things seem a bit off, to be perfectly honest, I think, for some people. So the Four of Swords energy is all about peace and tranquility and harmony and balance, and the goal for the week for you guys is just to achieve that peace, achieve that restfulness. Also, the Four of Swords deals with the themes of healing. So if you've been ill, some of you guys, the goal is to get yourself back to health with the Four of Swords energy. If you've been experiencing financial problems, the goal will be to overcome those financial problems. If some of you guys are praying, then the goal is to basically have your prayers answered. The Four of Swords is all about peace, renewal, rejuvenation, getting back to health, feeling fit again after a time of rest and respite. So the goal might also be, because the Four of Swords is about taking time out and relaxing, some of you guys, the goal might be about taking time out to relax this week as well. Perhaps taking a few days off work, or even perhaps booking a holiday, that type of thing. What is the obstacle that you need to overcome for the week? Oh my God, you've got the Wheel of Fortune energy showing here. So I think the Wheel of Fortune for me, and it's funny that you show us your theme for the week is about creating your own luck with the Wheel of Fortune, but your obstacle is the Wheel of Fortune. All right, which is an interesting, and you need to overcome this obstacle with the Wheel of Fortune energy, because the Wheel of Fortune is all about things going around in circles. Sometimes things are up, sometimes things are down. So it might be also, I think really with this Wheel of Fortune being your obstacle position, is that you have to overcome the unexpected and overcome the Wheel of Fortune is not just a card about luck. I can say here that the theme of the week is going to be about creating your luck, and it definitely is. Look at how they're sitting around the table and they're all trying to conjure up something amazing, whether it's a spirit or whether it's a dead loved one or whether it's a lottery win or whatever it is. They're all in it together and they're all trying to conjure something up on this card here. But on this particular card, can you see how the wheel keeps spinning? Because he's got the wheel there. And it just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling, going round and round. So ups and downs. And the obstacle that you might need to overcome with the Wheel of Fortune this week is that there may be many ups and downs this week. You know, things might be good, things might not be so good. That's the Wheel of Fortune energy. The Wheel of Fortune goes round and round and round. Only when it's in reverse, things stop in their tracks. But when it's in the upright, it means that things go from one angle to the other. So it can mean that one moment things are amazing and one moment things are not so amazing. This Wheel of Fortune energy. And the Wheel of Fortune can also be attributed to your own state of mind, to your own emotional status. It's like the moon, up and down, peaks and troughs. That's the Wheel of Fortune. You need to overcome the obstacle that, you might be trying to conjure something here with this particular wheel here. Create your own fortune. You're sending signals out to the universe, Scorpio. But it might be that the obstacle that you need to overcome is that you don't really know how this is going to play out. And that it's not 100% certain this week that you're going to get exactly what you're asking for. What is it that you are achieving this week? What's the major accomplishment? Well, you do have the Sun, so there might be some clarity or a breakthrough or a new beginning for some of you guys with the Sun energy. The Sun is a positive card, and it's positive for many reasons. So an accomplishment with the Sun would be something like getting the dream job, or getting invited to an interview, or getting that check through the post. The Sun again is a neutral card, so you can talk about any type of positive thing that's happening. Any, thing that's new and that's, positive and that's happiness. And some of you guys, it might be a state of mind again with the Sun energy. Some of you guys, the major accomplishment might be that you start feeling, really, really optimistic during the week and really positive about life. But also we can't rule out definitely with the Sun that, a positive, a major accomplishment this week will be a positive outcome or a positive breakthrough with the Sun energy, or finding some real clarity. What is it that you need to avoid for the week? The Ace of Coins. I think that some of you guys need to avoid giving money away more than anything. And it doesn't have to be reversed. Because reverse, you're losing money. So this can be unexpected loss sometimes when you get the Ace of Coins in the reverse. You're losing out on a job, for example. Or remember, the word is losing. So when you lose something, it's kind of negative because you don't intend to lose it. You don't want to lose it. With the Ace of Coins in the upright, you can easily still be giving something away. So I think that some of you guys need to avoid kind of giving away your resources or giving away your money, or, perhaps spending your money erroneously. The Ace of Coins is all about money, gifts, jobs, but this is what you need to avoid. And and it could be for some of you guys as well. You need to avoid maybe an offer or something coming to you. It might be that you need to avoid it because it's not the right thing for you. It might look right at the time, but it might not be right for you in the long term. Other than that, I think with the Ace of Coins energy, you really kind of need to avoid with this Ace of Coins giving away your resources and giving away money. Maybe you need to kind of be conserving cash, that type of thing this week. What is it you need to embrace? The Ten of Coins. So I just think that you need to embrace wealth, but I'm not just talking about financial wealth. I'm talking about kind of the good things that you have in your life. So things like your family, your friendships, you know, your health. With the Ten of Coins is like the best health card that you can get. It means that you're at the peak of fitness. You need to embrace family time and the people around you, and you know, the loyalties that you have within the family and friendships. Your animals, perhaps spending time with your animals, maybe with your, you know, family elders, maybe with uncles and aunts and grandparents and that type of thing. The Ten of Coins is all about longevity and family and tradition. So some of you guys need to embrace this week just getting back as well to the traditional way of doing things as well. Especially, you know, this is a great reading, but Scorpio, you know, some of you guys are trying to send a signal out to the universe because you want to conjure some luck into your life, which is fair enough. Lots of people do it. You've got Abraham Hicks and all of these people around the internet talking about how you can manifest, because this is manifestation as well as the Wheel of Fortune, as well as the Magician energy. And that's great if you're doing that. But just remember that there's one obstacle here. An obstacle that you may need to overcome is that wheel. And the wheel says it can turn for good or bad. There are no promises with the Wheel of Fortune. So you might be sending signals out, trying to conjure something here, but you might need to overcome the obstacle that the universe isn't going to make you any promises that you're going to get what you're seeking. So maybe for some of you guys, you need to kind of embrace the solid groundedness of the Ten of Coins, the truthfulness of the Ten of Coins, the realism of the Ten of Coins, which is in the family. But perhaps there's just a traditional way that you need to do things. Perhaps some of you guys are wanting to try and, you know, manifest a lottery win or manifest out of thin air money into your life. But the Ten of Coins would tell you, well, there's a traditional way to do it. Work, hard work, and that type of thing is going to manifest what you want. And as I've said, just family and friends and people who are loyal, and your loyalty to people with the Ten of Coins energy showing up here. Your home, your bricks, your mortar, your health, good food, good wine. All of those good stuff with the Ten of Coins energy showing up here. Also, with the Ten of Coins, you need to kind of embrace the fact that some of you guys have reached a stage in your life now, and it's time to move to the next phase, because it's a completion card, it's the 10. And what is the, and where can you find support if you need it? Oh, you've got another Four of Swords. It's funny, you've got, you got 2 Four of Swords, and you've got 2 Wheel of Fortunes, which is interesting. So, where can you go for, well, you can pray. You can go to God. You can go to Source, or you can go to anyone who, this isn't anyone. When you got the Four of Swords, it's about prayer. So if you want help, Scorpio, and you need support this week, just pray. Prayer is your best bet this week. Prayer and meditation. So pray, speak to God with the Four of Swords energy. Okay, showing here. Four of Swords also reminds me of somebody who's passed over as well. So perhaps your support can come from a deceased relative, or, you know, a friend who's passed over, somebody who you can speak to. I don't really advocate kind of going to people, you know, mediums and stuff like that, but maybe just talking to somebody on your own, you know, somebody who, for example, I sometimes just speak to my mum, you know, underneath my breath and stuff like that. She passed over years ago. But, you know, often when I'm feeling a little bit low, I'll speak to God quite a bit. So this is definitely a card about praying. So if you need support, speak to the Almighty or whatever it is that you see as being God. What is the spiritual advice for the week? Drop it. It's the spiritual advice for the week. Let's have a quick look at what that card says. So the spiritual advice, Scorpio, for the week is drop it. The ego lives in the past and loves to rehash its suffering over and over again. The spirit, on the other hand, resides in the present and looks to joyful new possibilities every day. What is your ego dwelling on again, distracting you from the joy of the moment? And this is it, the Ten of Coins. You need to embrace living in the moment with the Ten of Coins. It's great what you guys are doing here, but just know that the universe is not making you any promises. That's the obstacle you know need to overcome. That will can go either way. And, you know, this isn't, I don't see this as ego at all on your part. But I would say that sometimes there are certain things that can distract us from just doing things the traditional way. Where is your attention? On your ego or on your spirit? Are you focusing on the past or on the present? What old news of yesterday are you clinging to? Isn't it time to let it go? Your spirit is beckoning you to drop the past and focus on the moment. Okay, so definitely this card is the one for me this week, where you need to embrace the moment. 10 of coins. People that love you, people that care about you, the committed loyalty that you have in friendships, your family, your elders, all of those types of things, Scorpio, need to be embraced this week, because that's where you're going to find your true happiness this week, guys. You really, really are. This is all very well and good, not a problem with this, but just remember, guys, that truth and honesty and realism comes in the things that you can actually experience in the here and now. Okay, you can do all of this, but I would say with this card as well, do this if you want. If this is resonating with you, do this if you want, but then let it go and concentrate on what is really kind of what you're experiencing right now, and the good experiences of family, health, love and wealth. All right, let's have a quick look at the final reading. We're going to do the 15 card. Oh, this card's great. The massive giant, the giant professional cards. What are they called? Yeah, professional universal tarot. I've got the small. I've got the golden universal, I think, actually, and I think I've got some other one. Well, but I really like those. Okay, we're going to get the 15 card reading. We're just going to have a look at your anything other general coming in. So 5 cards universe, anything else generally just coming in. Anything else generally in 5 cards. Okay. So 1, 2, let's pull this up a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's have a look here. Show me love for the week. What can you see coming in for love for the week for Scorpio? And show me finances stroke career for the week. 5 cards. These are really nice cards. I really like these ones. I love the way that they look. There we go. Right, cards down. Just pull these up a little bit. Sorry, guys. It's just that the bottom ones, I don't think you got to see. You could see those properly enough. All right, let's have a quick look at this then, guys. So, anything other general coming in. We do have the Hanged Man, so there might be a little bit of a waiting time here with the Hanged Man energy, because the Hanged Man means many things. This guy to me doesn't look, yeah, he does look comfortable when I look at him up, you know, the right way up. He looks contented. Sometimes this is, but I don't see the sacrifice of the Hangman often, even though it's a card of sacrifice. For me, this is a waiting period and having to accept. So some of you guys might have to accept something here with the Hanged Man. You've got the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is all about new life. Okay. I think some of you guys are going to have to wait for a new beginning to kick in with this Ace of Cups energy showing up here. I'm not reading it in a kind of spiritual way. I'm reading it in terms of, if you look at the Ace of Cups. And also what's striking me when I look at these two as well is if you're in an awkward position, Scorpio, you will be given help as well. Can you see that cup? The cup is the cup of life. And it's also, it's got a drink in it, and it's also used for healing. So if some of you guys, I get the impression, I'm going to read it this way instead. If you've been in an awkward position, Scorpio, with the Hanged Man, I think that you're going to receive some help for some of you guys with the Ace of Cups energy. Alternatively, you might be waiting for a new beginning to occur with the Ace of Cups and that Hanged Man. Let's have a look at the next card. Yeah, Judgment. So Judgment is all about release and renewal. Alright, some of you guys, it might be that you're being reunited with a first love, Ace of Cups energy. Ace of Cups is new love, first love. So you might be reunited. You might be getting a call from someone. Somebody might still be in love with you. First love. Ace of Cups is all about new love. But this is reunited. I think what comes to me is first love, reunited with the first love. But I do feel that if you've been in an awkward position, you're receiving some help with the Ace of Cups energy showing up here. Renewal is the Judgment energy, and also release. So you might be receiving some help if you're in an awkward position that's going to release you from a situation with the Judgment energy. You've got the Five of Cups, which is sadness, showing up here in disappointment. Five of Cups energy. Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands is a new beginning card as well. You've got two aces in the reading. Alright, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Both cards reference a new beginning. We've got some sadness here, but sadness is beginning to lift. I think sadness is beginning to lift here because you've got the Judgment card, and Judgment is lifting things away, okay? So this is about being released, and then you've got the sadness. So I think that disappointment is lifting here. I think that you guys have been waiting for a new beginning showing here, but I think that this is going to lift, all right? And I think sadness is going to be lifted as Ace of Wands energy. Positive new starts. So I'm seeing new beginnings, two aces showing here, new beginnings this week. I'm seeing you guys receiving help. You've been waiting for a long time. You're receiving some good news coming in with the Ace of Cups, some form of help here. And sadness is beginning to lift for some of you guys, hopefully this week. The other way we could look, I don't want to look at it in a negative way though, so we're just going to leave it at that. Let's have a look at the love reading. So, struggles, Ten of Wands in love. Tower showing up here, okay? So Tower is sudden changes, all right? Sometimes this can be struggle and strife because the Tower can reference in love breakups. Some of you guys might be struggling with a breakup with the Tower energy showing there as well. And this will be with an Emperor, somebody really important. So some of you guys this week, unfortunately, struggling probably with a breakup. Looks to be with a Aries individual or somebody really important in your life. Could be a husband, long-term partner showing up here. Yeah, and you've got the Four, but the Four of Swords is taking time out to heal. Or this could be somebody who's withdrawn. Some of you guys struggling with a breakup. It looks like somebody took time out to withdraw, or somebody withdrew. This Emperor withdrew, perhaps. Yeah, the Hierophant, marriage, withdrew from their commitment. Somebody didn't keep their commitment here. Because the Hierophant, sorry, is commitment, marriage, and the Four of Swords is withdrawal. So unfortunately for some of you Scorpios this week, might be struggling with a breakup. Really important person. It could be a long-term marriage partner or a long-term boyfriend or somebody who's been like a real stalwart within your life, Scorpio. But the problem is this person has withdrew from the marriage, or they've withdrawn their commitment. They've withdrawn their promise. So you might be, some of you guys, I'm afraid, might be struggling with that potentially if it resonates with you. And for those of you who are in good relationships, because you often do these readings and certain cards will show up and then people are like, oh, no, I'm fine. Me and my husband have been blah, blah, blah. Well, why are you commenting? Get lost. Okay, don't comment on the channel. If, good for you if you're in a good relationship. I'm happy for you. I think it's wonderful. But why are you commenting? The only reason that you're commenting is because you're scared. So stop it. Let's have a look at your final area, career and finance. Okay, there is still some, this is the moon. Is this the moon? Yeah, it's the moon. There might still be some uncertainty concerning finances, worries and fears with the moon energy. I'm hoping a sun is going to come out here. What is this card? I think this is is this justice? I think this justice, okay. So I think it's going to come to a conclusion. Some of you guys might also be worried about a decision, because justice is a decision, actually. So this could be some of you guys are feeling anxiety concerning a decision with the justice energy. So this might not be financial. This might be work-related, for example. This looks to be like a job offer, okay? Looks some of you guys are uncertain about a decision concerning a job offer. Some of you guys got an offer coming in, or you've had an offer and you're uncertain. You're worried about making a decision. Looks like it's a job offer with the Knight of Coins energy showing here. Yeah, you got the Two of Wands energy, new direction. Some of you guys are worried about making a decision. Job offer, you're being offered a new direction with the Knight of Coins and the Two of Wands. Knight of Coins is often a job offer that's coming in, and this is a new direction with the Two of Wands energy showing. Yeah, Two of Swords energy. You'll find it really, some of you guys you got two twos here. This is about decisions. You can see the Two of Swords energy is a difficulty making a decision. You are kind of, your head is in two ways. Alright, you've got ideas that are split, and you've got the Two of Wands here. Two of Wands is a new partnership, being offered a partnership. So some of you guys are going to be a little bit concerned here with the moon energy, having to make a decision with the justice energy. It's concerning a job offer. This is about a new direction, a new partnership with the Two of Wands energy. And you're kind of with the Two of Swords energy going to be a little bit undecided with that Two of Swords energy, because Two of Swords is indecision. So I see indecision concerning a new direction, a new job coming in for some of you guys this week. So work-wise, not bad. You do have a new job offer for some of you guys coming this week, but it's going to be your call whether you take it or not, because you're the ones that are the moon, you're concerned, you've got a decision to make, a new job coming in, there's a new direction, a new partnership is being offered to you, but you're undecided. Some of you guys, like this might be to work abroad, Two of Wands can be working abroad, or a message from abroad or afar. In love, there are struggles for some of you guys concerning a breakup. Somebody has withdrawn from a commitment, a marriage, a long-term relationship. In love, and finally, in terms of anything else general, I am seeing, and this might fit in with the job thing here, I'm seeing that you guys have been waiting, but it looks to me with the Ace of Cups, you're receiving an offer, you've been waiting on an offer. I'm seeing the release of worries showing up here, or disappointment, as there is a new beginning ahead with the Ace of Wands. Excellent reading, Scorpio. Alright, I'd like to say, guys, thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Before I go, actually, I'm going to do a quick Angel of Abundance card, and just get I didn't think to do this, but we'll do this for this one. Universe, Spirit, what is the, okay, abundance mindset, it says. So it's saying, universe, it's saying to you guys, Scorpio, if you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. Okay. That's your reading, guys, for the week. Love you loads. Take care. Bye-bye.